Hi, Taurus. My name is Darlene Dotson, and this is your Destiny of Truth for March. Now, Taurus, on the 3rd, we have Venus in Pisces in your 11th house, and that is sextile Uranus in Taurus in your 1st house. And you, Taurus, are going through a Uranus transit. You know, you've been going through a lot of changes. Well, on the 1st, we have it sextiling Venus. A sextile, if you've watched me, that a sextile means the energy can slide by if you don't use it. You've got to put the work into it, and then you can use it. But on the 3rd, you can move forward in your hopes and your dreams and your wishes, whether they're financial in nature or they're love in nature. You're very emotionally attached to this dream, and you have got to be willing to change who you are and the direction that you're going in order to make this change that you want with your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Now, on the 3rd, we also have Mars in Gemini in your 2nd house. And you are going to be communicating and taking actions in your day-to-day endeavors that are going to bring changes to your financial picture. You want to change there, and you're going to be putting a lot of effort into the day-to-day efforts and, the day-to-day finances. So just know that that's where your efforts are going to be going over the next month with Mars there. Now, on the 4th, we have Mercury in Aquarius in the 10th house, conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius in the 10th house. And the 10th house is all about our power, okay? Can be our employer too. But, you are going to be expanding your communication, in a powerful way to expand who you are, okay? You want, like I said, you've got Uranus in your 1st house, and you want to change this, okay? You want to change things with the employer, with how you use your power, and in a communication, in the way you communicate. And that's where your power is going to have to go. Then on the 10th, we have got the Sun in Pisces, conjunct Neptune in Pisces in the 11th house. And you are expanding your spiritual awareness. You're expanding your dreams, your hopes. You're getting rid of the disillusionments, okay? What hasn't been real in that area of your life, and you want the real. So you're going to be shining a light in that area, because Neptune, he can either be a liar, okay, or he can be a very high-minded individual, okay? And you're shining a light on that. You're shining a light either on where you've been disillusioned about your hopes and the dreams and the groups that you belong to and your friendships, or you're seeing, that they take you in a positive direction, and you're going to continue to move in that way. But Neptune is going to shine his light either for the positive or the negative. And if he's showing you the negative, the best way to use that Neptune energy is to move in a way, okay, that is going to take you to a higher place, a higher consciousness. So you can use it in acting, drama, coloring, anything that is arts, okay, and crafts. You could go to the theater, but anything that takes you into a higher mind is a way to escape the lower vibration. And I'm telling you that because on the 13th, we've got Venus in Pisces now conjunct Neptune in Pisces in the 11th house. And it's either going to expand the love that you feel very deeply in your heart and moving in a higher minded direction, or you're going to become very disillusioned with love and the groups that you belong to and the friendships that you have, because they're not working. But if your dreams and aspirations are of a higher minded aspiration, the arts, then you're going to be moving in a positive direction with your dreams. Then on the 13th, we have the new moon in Pisces, okay? And for you, Taurus, Pisces, again, is your 11th house. So you're going to have a new beginning, that's with friendships and your dreams and your aspirations. You're going to have a new beginning there, and that's fine. Move into it. Then on the 15th, we have got Mercury entering Pisces in the 11th house. And you're going to be communicating and thinking a lot about your emotional attachments to the groups that you belong to your friendships, okay, to your hopes and dreams. But it's something that you are very emotionally attached to. Now, on the 16th, we've got the Sun in Pisces in the 11th house, and that's sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 9th house. And again, we have that sextile. You're going to have to put the energy there, but you want to transform a 9th house matter. You want to transform either something that's going on within the government. You want to transform it could be, let's see, 9th house is the media. It could be publishing, broadcasting, higher education, travel. You want to transform something in this area of life, but you're going to have to put the work in, and that means you're going to have to shine the light within those groups that you belong to or on your dreams and aspirations. You're going to have to put the effort there, or, with your friendships. Then on the 18th, again, we are going to have another sextile with Pluto, this time with Venus in Pisces. And again, that's in the 11th house, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn in the 9th house. And again, you want to make changes to this 9th house matter that has to either do with the government issue that you're having, travel, it could be media, broadcasting, it could be higher education, but there's something you want to change here. And it's either your financial picture within the group that you belong to, or your dreams, or it could be you want to change something that you love within this group. You want to change something, that's emotional within a friendship. There's a lot that could fit into, but the 11th house is all about our hopes, our wishes, our dreams, our friendships, could be the internet too, and how you want to transform something that is a ninth house matter: publishing, broadcasting, higher mind, higher education, philosophies. I mean, it could, it's going to fit into a category where you want those changes. Then on the 20th, we have the sun entering in Aries, okay, which is spring equinox. And for you, Taurus, this would be the 12th house, okay? You're going to not be shining your light so much. You're going to be dealing with things internally. You're going to be thinking about the things that you want to do, so that way when the sun enters Taurus, you're ready to move forward in it. Then on the 21st, okay, we have got Venus entering Aries, which is also your 12th house. You're going to be thinking about Aries, the planet of action, drive, where you want to go. And you're going to be thinking about these things when it comes to your financial picture, your love life, the direction that you want to move. Then on the 21st, okay, we have Mercury in Pisces in the 11th house. And you are looking at your communications within friendships, your hopes and your dreams, at your friendships, and the changes you want to make there for you, because it's no longer working the way things are. You want to make changes so that, you can get to where you want. But again, this is a sextile. You're going to have to use the energy or it's going to pass you by and nothing's going to change. And you're going to be stuck in a vicious circle. Now, also, the last aspect on the 21st is Mars is in Gemini in your second house. And that's trine Saturn in Aquarius in your 10th house. And you have felt restricted by Saturn in your power with friendships, with the groups that you belong to, and with your dreams. But you have your power has been restricted. And you want to put your actions and your drive into communicating the changes that you want to make for your financial picture in your day-to-day life, okay? And you can overcome this easy on this day, but you're going to have to use the energy. If you sit and do nothing, you'll get nothing. And that's just the way a trine is. The energy is there. It's easy to tap into. But if you don't use it, it's going to be adios amigo. And you're going to be sitting in the same place you've always sat. Now, on the 23rd, we have Mercury in Pisces in the 11th house. Okay? And that is square Mars in Gemini in the second house. And you are going to be communicating emotionally, which isn't going to do you any good within your friendships, your dreams, or the groups that you belong to. And those actions that you're taking is going to make a challenge for you financially, okay? The actions that you take, you want it to better yourself financially. You can't be in two places at one time. I will say that because it's the Gemini energy. You're going to have to figure out how to put your energy into what you want it. You don't get to be in two places at the same time. Now, on the 25th or 26th, depending where you live, okay, we've got the Sun in Aries conjunct Venus in Aries in the 12th house. And you are, again, thinking about love or your finances behind the scenes. Be a great night for a blind date, too. But you're, thinking about the actions that you want to take. You're thinking about, once everything moves into Taurus, how you're going to make the changes that you want to make, because the 12th house is our deepest self, our psychological house. It's who we are at the deepest level. And some people will share that with, and then others we won't. Now, on the 28th, we have a full moon in Libra in your 6th house. And for you, there's an ending coming in your work life. Okay? Could be health too. But, with it being Libra, and Libra rules the 7th house, it's within a partnership. So there is an ending here. And what I tell people, I don't look at full moons as endings. I look at them as a beginning, because when we end something on a physical plane, it's because we have gotten a deeper understanding of it on a conscious level of what's really going on. And with that full moon being in Libra, with it being a partnership, there's a passive aggressive type of relationship that's going on, unless you've learned how to tap into that Libra energy at an evolved pace. Because Libras have issues with boundaries, okay? They let people walk all over them. Well, with that full moon, you're going to stop, either you're stopping a relationship that is walking all over you, or somebody else is stopping you within a relationship that is walking all over you. But in one way or another, if you're walking on somebody else, or if they're walking on you, that relationship is going to end. Or the behavior within the relationship is going to end, because you have seen it and you know that it no longer is serving your growth. So you're going to end that particular relationship behavior within the relationship, so it can move on to a healthy place. Now, on the 29th, we have, Pisces and Mercury in Pisces in the 11th house, and that is conjunct Neptune in Pisces in the 11th house. And, where there's boundary issues, okay, there's a lot of communication going on in this way, with your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, unless you're using it in a higher minded way and doing something Neptunian that is allowing you to explore the artsy side of you, because Neptune loves art. And if you're trying to do something that's, create a business in the arts, then you're great. But if you are being deceptive, or someone else is being deceptive with you, then the energy's not going to be so great. So you're going to have to, this energy can play out in different ways for whatever's going on in your life. But if it does try to present itself in a negative way, escape it by doing something that takes you in to the arts and the crafts and being creative. Then at the end of the month, okay, we have Venus in Aries in the 12th house. Again, it's behind the scenes for you. It's things you're thinking about within, making money behind the scenes, putting actions there. And it's sextiling Saturn because you feel like your power has been restricted in your goals and your dreams and your aspirations and in friendships. Well, you got to use the energy again with it being a sextile. But if you use that energy behind the scenes, you can make headway. Then on the 31st, we have got the Sun in Aries in the 12th house, and that's sextiling Saturn in Aquarius in the 10th. And again, where you feel alone, like you don't have any power, that your power's been restricted in your hopes and your dreams and your friendships, okay? If you shine your light in your own psyche by looking at how that has happened, then and start making the changes when Taurus comes out, you're going to be able to overcome all of this. But you got to look at your own psyche in order to overcome these issues that you're having within your own power. Taurus, if I can say anything about the astrological cycles for you this month, you're looking at boundary issues. Whether you're overstepping other people's boundaries or they're overstepping yours, you are looking at them. You're looking at how the changes need to happen in order to put everybody in a better place. So just know that these changes have to happen. Now, Taurus, I am using the Cat Tarot, okay, for the month of March. Bear with me 1 minute. I'm looking at something. These are new cards, and they got little markings on the corner to tell me if they're a pentacle or what. And I gotta see. Nope, that would be a circle. Okay, it's a sword. Okay. So, this is the Six of Swords. Okay. Again, you need to cut some deadwood out of your life, with it being the Six of Swords. You know, you are standing above everybody else, but you need to get rid of what isn't working. Okay, you are tired of fighting. Okay, you're just you want peace in your life. Well, the only one that can give you peace is yourself. Okay? And that change has to come within you. Life is a vicious circle. Okay? If we keep doing the same thing, we're going to get the same outcome. We've got to make the change in order for things to change in our life. And we are never going to be able to change another person. The only person that we can change is ourselves. So we've either got to change how we relate to that person, or we got to change something that we're doing within that relationship that's not working, or we got to change ourselves and remove ourselves. It depends what's going on in your life on what you're going to have to do. But you only know that. I'd have to see your individual chart in order to know that, Taurus. But again, this month for you is all about boundaries, okay? And the illusions that, you have painted or others have painted for you. Nobody is going to do anything for you in this life but you, Taurus. You got to make the changes that you want. And that's all there is to it. So, Taurus, know that I love you. I will see you next month. And I hope March brings you many blessings. I'll see you in April. Bye.